Holy shit. Holy hell. Lives. I do live. I try to get some free time when I can. I don't get a lot of free time for myself, but I do what I can. And I wanted to pick up something. I know I was doing Tales or Edge of Allegoria. Meeps is still in the middle of something else, so I wanted to play something. It wasn't like a big. I'm assuming it's not going to be a big commitment, but I thought I'd try to get something in that I can. I don't stream very often. I'm usually too busy. And since I've been dabbling in legal things, legalities, people have tried to get me to play this for a long time because of my sleuthing skills that you've either have witnessed or watched me partake in many of the mystery, games that are out there, like all the detective games and things like the Sherlock Holmes stuff that you guys seen me play in the past, and among other things, of course. But I have done a lot of that stuff in the past, and this was always a series that flew under the radar for me, but a lot of people like it, so we're gonna give it a try. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is the trilogy, HD trilogy. So this is apparently okay. So it's Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. So it's the 3 OG, I'm assuming, games. Okay, just making sure we're not doubling our audio here. So we're gonna go with Ace Attorney. I've never played this game. I don't know much about it, other than all the memes, of course. The memes count. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yeah, if I want to accomplish anything, we gotta start somewhere. Oh my god. Holy crap, it's a dead body. Let me just open up a multi-chat while this is going. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Give me 1 second, guys. Trying to get our multi-chat working here. That way I can see all of you. You guys can see all of me. Well, not physically, but didn't mean to do that. Not really much option. We'll just do that. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Whoa. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. And everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It's almost like you just passed the bar and have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You knew the defendant before this case? Yes. I kind of owe my current job to him. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to fix the chat here real quick. Not in a big, crazy way, but let me pop it out. Make it nice, so it fits, and then Let me take our other chat and kind of put it below. That way I can see everybody. I get to see all y'all. Come on. He doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. And it's still here to me. There we go. Don't worry, I got it. I got it. Alright, there we go. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Why do you owe him? It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Huh? Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Even if death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. Jesus. What's wrong, Larry? It's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh my god, this guy's such a bitch. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. You took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend. One of your favorite games, Chris? I've never actually played these. This is gonna be fun, I think. Allegedly. We'll see. The newspaper says it was you. They're all guilty. All of y'all get the death penalty. None of you came to court prepared. None of you got your discovery done. You're all screwed. My name's Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Is it now? A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I'm sorry, the cringe is maximum there. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy by heart. At heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court Room number 2. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, look at my glorious beard. Look at it! This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. It's actually kind of a thing in court, because if a judge deems that you are unfit to represent your client, for whatever reason, they probably can have you dismissed from the case. And then you'd have trial, and then the defendant would have to somehow acquire another attorney, or have one provided by the state. Go, hands shaking, eyesight fading. I'm in for a treat, huh? Alright, let's see. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Mia Fey. No, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. We are talking about a butty. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time. Well, it actually says right bracket, so we're going to do that. Cindy. Her name is Cindy. Cindy Stone, the victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And she played pool, hands-free. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. The defendant of... It kind of looks like my buddy Scotty, in a way, without the chin hair. A likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. That's right. Who is the victim in this case? It would be Cindy Stone. Stone Cold Cindy Austin. No, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. I gotta start giving these guys voices. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Well, I mean, Butts likes choking the chicken, but she was hit with a blunt object. I mean, come on. She was struck once by a blunt object, and not to be confused with a blunt that can be smoked, Your Honor. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue of the thinker, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. But evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently, and with goose tab. Okay, so we have the attorney badge. Time of death, 7:31. I wish I had a notepad right now. This is the kind of shit I like writing down. I can't reach my notepad or my pens right now. Time of death, 7:31, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call us first witness.
The prosecution has defended Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, it is not true that the victim had recently dumped you.
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or I'm not going to do voices for all these characters. I'm just going to go for it. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering or wait and see what happens? We'll stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof, wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I don't think that helped. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accurst's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quiet. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? This... I mean, Butts is kind of dumb. I'm not, you know... I mean, here's the thing. If he answers honestly, how does that really help our situation? If he lies and we're caught on a lie, right, how is that going to help us as well? So that's kind of where my mind is right now, because I'm thinking, well, we could lie, or we tell the truth. He runs his mouth a lot, so if we maybe don't allow him to, I don't know. That's a rough one. We could stop him from answering or have him answer honestly. I don't know. I don't know if I trust Butts. I don't know. Let's go with the answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Wait, what? Lying? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Okay. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Dun dun dun! Order, the court order. Makes me think of the British Parliament stuff. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. The day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Frank saw it? Hey, wait a minute. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go outside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Bullshit! The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working, Your Honor? At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Can't I say, like... There's something I can do here? He lied about what time it happened. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence. Okay, well that's what I kind of already did. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Witness account. Okay, we can't do that. Thinking it's strange. I was in the apartment. He said it was like at 1 o'clock. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go outside. I felt to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I my apartment. I remember the time exactly. It was. How do I present is. You found a body at 1 p.m. You sure, brah? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. I like how he's like backhanding the fucking piece of paper. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Do you? See, I don't want to. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Right.
Respect that.
Hey, Nicole. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Wait a minute, no! You lying son of a bitch! The power was out! Like, how do I do this? It won't let me do it right now. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. No, you lying son of a bitch. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. You've got this one. The time of discovery, you lying sack of shit. I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. But my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I don't think she's a real lawyer. She's wearing a bit of a revealing top. How do you think she coerces the truth out of the the witnesses, out of the defendants? Conjugal visits. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. What? It must have been what I saw. It wasn't a clock. Saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Even the judge should have been like, the fuck's wrong with you, bro? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Boing. Hearing the time. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? And the murder weapon. No, it was not a clock. It was a statue. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck has a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. This is bullshit. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yeah, I do, but he saw it happen. He saw me take a fucking dump. That's what he saw. Do you have any problems with... Yes, the power was out. Yeah, Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I was in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witnesses. You know whose voice would be good for Phoenix? The Macho Man. Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... That's a fair reaction. Shut up, I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Okay. Or your voice for Gallows. No, I don't think that would fit for him as much. Doesn't matter what you choose for you say some questions. Doesn't matter what you choose for you say. What you choose to say. There's some questions in the game. The real test is the cross-examination. Okay. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Soet heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What's your conclusion? What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? Is it guilty o'clock, brother? Ooh, yeah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death.
I don't know, maybe not. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna... I don't know. I think he has a pretty good case right now. Because, I don't know. Right, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, since the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett, I came all the way down here to testify. Look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. What? Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. With that stress face, I imagine Vince Edward Elric made similar ooh shit face. Yeah, maybe. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. You found evidence to support the claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence that the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. No, you're okay. Just means I gotta read it a little more carefully. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence of why it proves the clock was running slow. It's this, isn't it? They were in France. Well, if it said 1 o'clock, on that noon to 3 times kinda, I still think it's the passport. But it almost could be like a herring, a red herring. I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking this might be it, but I don't know. I could be overthinking this too. Not a lot, you know. With all things considered. I don't... Man, this... That's what's making me kind of on the fence here with some of this, because I think it's this. Because they were in a different country, but that doesn't make sense, ultimately. But... I'm just not sure. Okay, look. If this is where we're at right now, the only thing we've not presented in this case is literally the passport. The time change would be different, but that would imply that she either took this with her or she had set it for a different time. But this is the only piece of evidence we've really not used, and it does explain the time differential. Especially because we know one of the comments said something about batteries. So we'll go with this. It's either this or this at this point. We've already used that, so I'm going to go with this. The victim just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's not 1 a.m. the next day there. Okay, I was not thinking that. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. If enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say Mr. Did It. Yeah. He's about to go on a murder. He's foaming out the mouth. Oh, God. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yes, my gut was right. And I had cheap Sam's Club hot dogs, baby. Oh. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. Larry went to her apartment. The victim wasn't home. Okay. After he left, Mr. Salt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching for her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Salt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. He killed her. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. So thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. I was thinking of the power outage. Power outage at 1 p.m., 3-hour clock difference. Murder at 4 to 5. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. is 3 hours difference, so that is my thought process. Batteries ruined it all. I can see. Yeah, well, they said it happened between 4 and 3, so if you include a 3-hour differential, it means that it could have only happened at 4 and not later. So I would think that if you were going to make that argument, you would want to be like 3:30 and 4:30, because then you have that time window. But if it's 3 hours off, allegedly, that'll be the key word of this. The next episode of this I ever do will be called Allegedly. I'm kidding. But maybe not. I don't know. But it doesn't fit the full time frame, right? You can't assume somebody was killed at 5 if they were killed literally at 4. I guess. I don't know. I might be... Again, I overthink things sometimes, so that might be part of it. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait. No, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlights now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this effort. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. Present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Wait, what was she? A cheater, a liar, a dancer, a man? She slept around with older men and got them to pay for her lifestyle. And Butts doesn't seem to believe any of that. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
The autopsy report.
I guess it is the thinker. I don't know. She kept it. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her, huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Well, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. Cocktails! And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." Well, I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. It would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. And look at that, we got an achievement. A brand new episode has been added. What the hell? Yes, we want to save. Turnabout Sisters. Bring, bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Yeah, there's a lot of cleavage for a Nintendo DS game. I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I still feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you, so what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. No, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight or say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, well, trying not to overthink is like asking a dog not to pee on a fire hydrant. Yeah, right, me. Oh, she's sleeping right to Papa. Oh. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Are they recording the conversations? September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. Meeps is playing Roblox right now. She's doing some kind of event that's going on. I don't know anything about it really, but there's some kind of a big event going on. And Maze is doing okay. She's got a little pampering tomorrow. Yes, you got a little appointment tomorrow to get your claws cut down because you cut Papa's wrist the other day. You were so excited when he came home from work. Yes, you were. But you've got claws. So we're doing that, and then it's back to work on Sunday because I work Sunday through Thursday right now. So yeah, her claws got long enough that they draw blood. So that must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business. You see, I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. They killed my boss? Whoa. Red, white, blue. Do 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 do. Oh, her little nose is sticking out like this. She just had a little bit of ice cream, too. A little bit of rainbow sherbet, yeah. Just a little bit. Can't give you too much. Don't need to get the dog beat us. September 5th, 9:08 p.m., Fay Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. To the office! Red, white, and blue could also be France or England or in certain numerous countries with no originality past those three colors. That is true. That smell blood. So, sis, someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Is she dead? Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa, back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly it began to fade until finally she was cold. Damn, Chief. Encrusted with dried blood. Ironic, this became the murder weapon again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of the glass light stand. The chief's chair, a simple functional design, feels pretty good to sit in, too. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she struck on the head with a blown object. She probably died instantly. The finger laying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand laying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Yeah, did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. We better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Making sure there's nothing else. It's a large building right across from the office. The Great Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right here on the sofa. Uh-oh. Oh, she doesn't run on me. Oops! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this inside the courtroom. When Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. Well, that's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would she just write my name? Uh-oh. Well, I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. I'm just making sure that we don't miss out on any clues. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. You were here visiting this late at night? Yeah, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis. So she was already dead. Okay, it's the same shit. Okay. Okay. She was never good with machines. About all she uses PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. It's interesting though how they put enough detail into reading the text and stuff. I better call the police. That's funny. Even the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Yes, intriguing indeed, indeed. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe, what an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see?
Got a person saying they saw the moiter. It must have been that woman I saw. I can't do this anymore. I kind of want to, though. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay. Great, just great. Nay, wait, she wouldn't have. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? These names and cleavage in a Nintendo game. Yeah, and this game's like from the mid-2010s or so, maybe earlier? I'm not sure. I'd have to look up when Phoenix Wright started. That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note on her own blood, with her own blood, with her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Well, what? Well, that escalated quickly. Maya's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning. I didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Okay, before anything, what do we have for the court record? We got these 3 items. Well, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Lots of shots. Not just cleavage, but massive size. They may as well call them Zeppelin chest. It's up to you. Better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me, yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. Oh, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear to the hearts of evil types. The other thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. At the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. This guard monitors the visitor room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Almost like he was programmed that way. Smile for the camera. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too. Of course, she left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, and training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Just a wee bit. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own words or her own voice? Her own voice, yes. Pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister. You say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Conversation I'm in the corner of my cell phone. Okay. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. Sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? You see, don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. The visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. Tell me about the day of the murder. Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. The baby's sleeping. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the finger clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then why did you arrive at the office? It was around... What time did you arrive? It was 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. And then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. 9 o'clock. Did they ask you about the murder weapon? Poor sis, sniff. Better not ask about this now. That receipt, you mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... The detective thinks I did it. Yeah, he's a... This was lying next to the chief's body. I saw that too. They said they thought there were pieces of broken... These were pieces of a broken nightstand. And that seems about right. I never heard of a glass nightstand before this. There you go. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. I'm sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Well, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. Be right there.
You're her lawyer, right, pal? Got business here, you better do it quick. Woo, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. That's true, then. Coraline Stricta, pal. Who was that? Let me see here. I was wondering, did you see Maya's cell phone? Oh, that I have that. Do you think you'd give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. He's on to me. I tell him what I wanted. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Oh, I know nothing, pal. The cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Ugh, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. She didn't notice the recording. Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Mia, what's up? You haven't called away? Well, actually, I still wanted you to hold on again. What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue of the faker, and it tells you the time. I could probably tell you the clock isn't top. I should probably tell you the clock isn't. Oh, that's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Isn't that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you at 9. That must be 9 p.m. One grass will climb something, right? Oh, that. So the glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you know anything about this? That statue, that's the murder weapon, huh? Thinks the clock is just a statue, too. Starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. About Miss Fate. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Oh, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 9/5 at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya, yeah? I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. But this is one trial... Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you ain't going to win. Why do you say that?
The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer's and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. To think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about it. You just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you send her home already then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now, eh? She's not to go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss Mayhem. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing it so soon. So basically, he's going to present some fake evidence to us, isn't he? Instead of the Watergate Hotel, it's the Gatewater Hotel, right? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Moment of self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. I'm so exciting I could hardly contain myself. Well, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one.
Well, hello.
What's going on here? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Said I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
It's the Dildo Pleasure Master 9000.
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what you do? Well, no, Tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
She's a whore.
I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying with you? Here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? This maid doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. You think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observed incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I saw a man with a big... I like a man with a big... vocabulary. I better not encourage her. You know what that thing... You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I suppose you can tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to just come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, it's just like in the movies. I don't think she's gonna tell us anything. Okay, so a civil bed has been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. The bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be standing over there. I still seem painted. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those hanging on the wall. Flowers are fake as expected. I know some flowers and tulips. But that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. The long tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Like I'm missing something. Like, she's not gonna move, so that. It seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. Ahem. It wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one who's been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? Not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy, then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see me, see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know there was a trial tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep, fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. But I think not. Oh, did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. It's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Very sorry, but I have nothing to say with regards to this matter. Okay. something up. Table for clients from an elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone had it there. Here's got money to burn. It's a straw Luffy hat. Yep. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it probably is the most expensive one available. Painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a scuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. There's a bear. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Give me 1 second. I think our chat went out for just a second. Don't worry, we're back. Just a little hiccup in the stream there. Sorry about that, guys. Make sure we're all good. There we go. Let me just, okay. Where was I? So he was useless. Hi, oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Not quite. I mean, I'm still here. About your family, I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live all by yourself? Hold on. Excuse me. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, and to become independent or I would lose my power. Feel bad for all by yourself up on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother? 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White? Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Will they just leave her and go home? We will defend Maya. If I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. No. Let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at me at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. What was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. Just come up to the delivery room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to scoop around a bit. I almost forgot. God, you came back quick. Might I ask to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. All right, sure, Mr. White of Blue Corp. I've heard that name. White, that was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could this be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. Huh. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There is definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? Story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get this woman's bottom. Wait, you know what I mean? Oh, Bellboy's still here? Oh, it's time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. Court. To be continued. Sure, we can save up to this point. A lot of innuendo, but with that said, I know it's not a long stream. I know, but I'm trying to slowly try to get back into it, and I thought this would be a good game to do it because it seems like there's really good stopping points so far. What did I work? 64 hours this week. Oh, just stretching. So, I know, yeah, no, it's great. I want to stream more often. I want to try to get at least one in once a week. Would be nice. Don't know if I can guarantee that. That too, yeah. It's also difficult for me because my work schedule I've been working 50 to 60 hour weeks since probably May. So it's been rough for everyone. It's hard for me, it's hard for my family. It's been hard because I'm at work more than I am at home awake. Strangely enough. Well, it's not even that. It's just a completely different job. So, I pursued something else instead. As much as I love music and everything, it's inevitable that I come from the old school of music writing, by hand, writing for orchestras and things like that, and all that's phasing out very quickly. For AI and for, digital music and things like that. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm at an age where I need to decide, do I want to retire very much in a situation where I'll be working till I die, and or till like I'm like till like if let's say I live to be 100, I'll be working till I'm 100, because there's no retirement plans, there's no saving, there's no any of that, and that won't be so. Well, yeah, there's just it won't be available when I turn 60 or 70. Versus me making a more, I think, a more thought out position. So I changed career types entirely. So, and yeah, they've been short staffed a lot, and so there's lots of overtime, and this work's got to get done. So, and I am on the lowest in seniority, so I get called in a lot, or I'm given the opportunity to stay versus being mandated time on my days off. So I try to stay late every night versus, because my regular shift is 10 hours. So I stay 14 hours a day, usually 2 to 4 days a week. And then on top of that, I'm supposed to have a 3-day weekend, but I give up and go back in 8 hours on the Thursday. So I get 2 days off, which, because I can't get anything done the 10-hour to 14-hour work days. As soon as I come home, I eat and I go to bed. There's no time to do anything else because I got to be up in 7 hours. So it's really just a rough schedule, and it'll get easier as time goes on, I think, and then it shifts too every 4 to 8 months. So I usually can stay on a schedule for up to 8 months if I, being lowest on seniority, though, if a senior person wants a better time slot, they can get it. But I'm indifferent to that because I'll just shift my schedule around as needed. But it's really hard when you come home 4 days a week and there's very little time for you to do almost anything other than shower, eat, get some rest, and you're back at it tomorrow for another 10 to 14 hours. So, well, I am, and I'm trying to. I think sometimes she forgets that. And she just gets mad that I'm at work all the time. And I don't even really play video games much anymore. That's how busy that I've been. And it's difficult. Because she's not done much for work. She's been trying to find work, but I mean, it's hard for her to find something that she really wants to pursue. I think she'll find it when she's ready. I'm sure she'll find it at some point. But what I'm doing is I don't really care much for the type of work that it is. I'm moderately good at it just because of my mental fortitude towards things and my problem solving and my ability to work with technology and things like that. My personality clashes a little bit, but I mean, I'm a musician. I've been a musician for over 20 years. So it's just, it's just getting used to it. Well, yeah, and it's just one of those things that I'm still trying to sift through, finding that free time and getting a balance, because I know that my balance of time has been really difficult. Like, I've not had a lot of free time to myself, the living situation is okay, but there's issues even with that, and I'm trying to get that sorted out as well. But generally, that's you're spot on. The only reason I'm subjecting myself to these crazy schedules is to get a better life for us, and it's not going to happen overnight. I've been at this job for about a year now, and things are improving. It's just very, very slow. It's a grind, and you of all people know that I'm really good at grinding. Really good at grinding to level up, as tedious of an activity as it is. Oh, thank you. I mean, we're doing what we can, right, Maze? Yeah. Oh, kisses for Papa. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So anyway, we're gonna slow down. And yeah, I'll probably play some more of this next time I stream, or Tales of Allegoria if Neeps is free and wants to hang out while I play. She wanted to watch me play that, so it depends on the work. I think is what it is for most people. So, it's I think it's that way for most people. But with that said, I want to thank you all for stopping by.